under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Oakland A's. A's baseball is on the air next. Frankie Montes, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
And stepping in, David Fletcher, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The second baseman, David Fletcher.
First pitch on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. And Dan, Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row? Now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
Grounded back up the middle. There is Andrus. And there's one down now. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, Dero?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately. From top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice, pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into his first at-bat at 283. 5 homers and 22 RBIs. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. The 3-1. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Ready now for L.A. Mike Trout, lifetime against this pitcher, just 3 for 14. He also has 1 home run. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1. Iglesias, base runner at first with 1 out. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike, then it just comes in out of the zone. If you can command that with movement, it's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Runners on first with 1 down. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
In now is Anthony Rendon, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Here's the first pitch. Nope. And he takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Drilled on the ground to short. Andrus fields it cleanly. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Angels lead 1. Angels nothing. A's coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Dylan Bundy will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Striding in for Oakland, Elvis Andrews. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
And now Andres swings and misses here as they're able to set him down for the first down.
Second baseman.
Now to bat, Tony Kemp. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Batting third.
Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, keep an eye on Elvis Andrews. He's working on a 6-game hit streak right now. That's almost a week, so I expect to see his hot hitting continue.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
I love the aggressive approach by this pitcher right now, getting on the mound and getting ahead of the first 3 guys he faces.
Behind 0-2 now.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. Still no score. In now for the Angels, Justin Upton. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch on its way to Upton. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. Fouled off. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Into the windup and the pitch.
Ball. 2-2 now.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And he fouls this one off. A payoff pitch one more time. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So one out and nobody aboard. And that'll bring in the switch hitting outfielder Dexter Fowler. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Montes certainly comes at you with the big fastball, but the only knock on it is the apparent lack of control he has over that pitch. Might not always know where it's going, and that can make things a little dicey for pitching coaches.
Matty V, well, we're looking for velo. We're looking for velocity. That's what this guy is. But unfortunately, what comes with him is command and control tends to leave him at times. He could get a lot of swings and misses, a lot of strikeouts, but he can also walk a ton of guys.
Batting seven, the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
Digging in next, Jared Walsh, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So they get a 2-out base runner here following the base hit, and that leads us to check out the league leaders in team batting average. And we find that these guys are currently 3rd best in the AL in that department. Anthony Benboom digging in as he'll send a ground ball down to 3rd. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Angels strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he's totaled 4 hits in 21 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. First pitch on its way. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. A 1 pitch on its way.
1-1.
A fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And let's focus our attention on one of the most dynamic defenders in our sport, and that's shortstop Jose Iglesias. I want to tell one of our camera guys, do not take your lens off this guy because he is going to make a highlight reel play every game, and I guarantee something goes down today.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. 0-1 the count. Bottom of the second here with no score. And that misses 1-1. And he misses 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. On the move is Fowler, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Well, that's their first hit of the ball game, and they make it count as he blisters this thing to the outfield and cruises into third for the triple. We'll see if his teammate can pick him up so they can get their first run, too.
So now it's Mark Canha as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. The numbers on the year, 272, a dozen home runs, and the RBI count at 35. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
0-2, here it comes. And he misses there, 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with 1 gone. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotti the next to hit, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he's 5 for 14. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Comes set, the 0-1. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
0-2. Here it is. Fouled away. Laureano on third with 2 out. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this.
Back now in Oakland, home of the A's, who've certainly treated these fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. When it comes to their team ERA, they enter the day with one of the best in the league. And talking with some of the pitchers earlier, they mentioned how they've all been able to inspire each other this year. One said, every one of these guys seems to bring their best to the mound every single day, so that really motivates me to do the same. We hold each other to a pretty high standard, and that works for us. Clearly, it's a group that takes a ton of pride in what they do, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Number 33, Max.
First pitch of the AB now.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Hit high and deep is straightaway right field. Piscotti's going back on the warning track. He makes the catch. So with 1 away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, David Fletcher. He bounced out last time up. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So a 1-out base hit has him aboard here in the third, and that seems as good a time as any to check out our league leaderboard in hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So now to the plate, Jose Iglesias. He swings and misses, throw down. In time as he just gets the tag down.
That throw wasn't on the money from the catcher that time, but he did have a lot behind it. His good arm made up for it, and he nabs him trying to take second.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Angels held in check there. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. In at the plate is Sean Murphy as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The catcher, Sean Murphy.
Now here's the first offering.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
Hey, make no mistake about it, this lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
1-1. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Bullet back up the middle. Trout patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
And that brings up Chad Pinder as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 3 homers, 13 RBIs. The 1-0 home. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Struck him out. Next up for the A's, Elvis Andrews. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No balls and 1 strike. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. The 1-1.
Oh, that's good.
2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. Iglesias is up with it. Over to first, and that retires the side. A's are gone in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Mike Trout.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. The 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
Swing and a high pop-up. And there's out number 1.
Now back. Third base.
Time now for the A's Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball in.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
High in the air into shallow left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 10, Justin Upton.
Here's Justin Upton now. Now here's the pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Upton waiting, now the 1-0. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
So 2 down and a runner at first, and that'll bring in the switch hitting outfielder Dexter Fowler. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is.
That's a ball.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
The 2-2 one more time. Chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Angels leave 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready now is Tony Kemp. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
The second baseman, Tony
First offering.
Kemp.
And it's fouled away. Here comes the 0-1. Slider, and look out, that's up in the danger zone. Grounded to third, fielded by Rendon. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now the third baseman, Chapman.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman.
1-1.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Leading off for the Angels.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
First baseman, Jared Walsh.
Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. 3-0 now.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Next will be the designated hitter, Anthony Bemboom. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
The catcher, number 33,
To the plate now, Max Stassi. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And another foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Standing in now, David Fletcher, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Now his swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Now batting, the shortstop, Iglesias.
Next up is Jose Iglesias, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Lifted down the line in left. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The center field, number 22.
First pitch of the AB now. Ramon Laureano will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fouled off.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ballgame.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
In now, Mark Canha. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotti. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. The 1-0. Hey! Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting, catcher, Sean.
Next to hit is Sean Murphy, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Comes set, and the 0-1. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Piscotti leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. Chad Pinder would be next. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
A runner on first with 2 away. Hit in the air down the right field line. Fowler giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. The A's strand 1. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Now to the plate, here is Mike Trout. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Here's the pitch.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
Counts even to Trout, 1-1. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Here's Trout waiting on the 1-1. Very high, 2-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a high fly ball headed for the corner in left. It has the distance. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
Just not able to let that breaking ball travel enough right there. You could see his eyes light up when that popped out of the pitcher's hands, and he just hooked it foul.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Another full count pitch home. High in the air down the right field line. Piscotti's on the move. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. Yusmeiro Petit takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 36, Yusmeiro Petit.
Into the box, Anthony Rendon, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That evens it up 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's 0 for 7. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's going to fall. A base hit. Now the relay home. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Finally, someone's able to scratch a run across. The pitching has been so dominant in this one. Let's see if this opens the floodgates a little bit.
Justin Upton the next to hit. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Here it comes, 1-0.
That's Bolton. Outside, that's the ball.
Nobody out, runner on first. It's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-1. And Upton can't connect there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. No hits to this point. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled away. Runner at first here, 1 man out. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit hard to the right side. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not, and now you've got a couple of guys on.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. First and second now, 1 man out. This ball will be chopped foul. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
I wouldn't be surprised if he used his aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
Here comes the 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. The next 1-2 pitch.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Andrews relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. 1 pitch, 2 outs. A pitcher's best friend to end the inning. Back with more on this Monday night after this. Now at the plate is Chad Pinder. Will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
On its way is pitch number 75. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
And he falls behind 0-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2 is taken high, but for a called strike 3. So with one away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. So one gone for the A's in their half of the sixth. And it's back to the top of the lineup now for Elvis Andrews. Here it comes now to Andrews. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. One out, nobody on. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Next up, Tony Kemp grounded out in his last at-bat. First pitch on the way. Grounded to the right. Fielded cleanly. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Sergio Romo is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 51, Sergio Romo.
At the plate now is the designated hitter, Anthony Bemboom. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Three and 2. The count is full to the Angels' DH.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate now, Max Stassi. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 delivery. Romo, once a Minnesota Twin. He signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, Matty, there's not too many guys in their mid to late 30s that are going to get more than a one-year deal, but this guy is a veteran presence in this clubhouse and on this roster, and he has been invaluable.
The 1-1 is a slider taken for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box now, David Fletcher. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hit back up the middle. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
So now to the plate, Jose Iglesias. Now a swinging bunt. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Bouncer up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
2 quick outs from the 8-9 guys in the order, but the top of the order, it's a different story. A knock and then another single back-to-back, and now you got traffic with the big guys coming up.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Well, the Angels have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Fletcher over at second. Iglesias at first, 2 out in the inning. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Angels strand a couple, but they're up 1-0. Now into the box, Matt Chapman. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Third baseman, Matt.
First pitch of the AB now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The 1-1 home.
Ball 2.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
In there for a called strike, 3-2 now.
We got full count.
Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
At the plate, Matt Olson. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And it's 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Stepping in now, Ramon Laureano. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. And he misses with it, 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second. So only the 2nd hit he's given up tonight.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Quick check on that time run at first. And he'll get back in safely. In now, Mark Canha. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Ball one as the changeup misses well off the inside. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3.
Yeah, he's grinded this one out, and he's got a chance to get through.
Oh, and this deflects right off him. And wow, they do get the third out after all. That's a heads-up play. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. Angels lead it 1-0. Adam Kolarek has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 21, Adam Kolarek.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rendon, singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
First pitch on its way as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
The 1-0 takes this the other way to right. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. At the plate now, Justin Upton. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. No hits to this point. Upton waiting, now the 1-0.
Ball 2.
And he misses low with it, 2-0.
2 balls.
Rendon on at first, nobody out. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. From the stretch, he struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
He's set, and the pitch. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. One out, one on in a one-run game. Changeup laid off down around the shins. The 2-1 home, and it's fouled away. Again, he sends it out of play. Ready with another 2-2. one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Walsh. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
First and second now, 1 man out. Two balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-1 home.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
Full count now. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with 1 away. And that'll bring up Anthony Benboom. First delivery to him.
Oh, that's all.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Misses, ball 2. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Fouled off.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
After that slider away, he must have set his sights out there because he took that fastball in like he had no chance.
And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 3-2 one more time. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Lou Trevino answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just one out to get out of it. Next, here is Max Stassi. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Ball one. In his career versus this pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. The 1-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
The set and the 2-0, and he fouls this one off. Ready with the 2-1. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Angels threaten, but leave them loaded. But they hold a 1-0 lead. Now at the plate, Stephen Piscotti. It was a walk in his last trip.
The right fielder, Stephen Piscotti.
And now the first pitch. Now here's a bouncing ball headed for Iglesias at short. And there's one away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Stepping in once again is Sean Murphy. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. Upton is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
Now back, the left fielder, Pinder.
Next, it'll be Chad Pinder. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him. No balls and a strike to count. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far,
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail this one 1-0. Trevor Rosenthal enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
yeah, this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close a game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Now some action in that Oakland bullpen as it looks like a lefty started to get it going down there. The 1-0 home.
Ball. Nope, outside.
Jose Iglesias is on deck. Here it comes, the 3-0.
Hey!
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
The 3-1 pitch.
That's out. Ball
And this
4.
pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. He's set. Here it comes. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Now a bunt attempt here. Now he thought about first here, but he'll go to second instead. But he is in there as they can't get him at second.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Fletcher at second. Iglesias on at first with nobody out. Hit on the ground to third. Chapman has it cleanly to second for 1. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play. Big at-bat now, and here is Anthony Rendon. Though they might pitch around him here with a couple of bases empty. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Fastball in the dirt, but it's blocked nicely as he keeps it in front of him. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Into the corner and slicing foul. Payoff pitch. And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
The batter, the left fielder, Justin Upton.
So stepping in is Justin Upton, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch on its way to Upton. Fastball in there for a called strike.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Fouled away. Again, another foul ball. The 0-2. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. That'll bring up the shortstop, Elvis Andrews. First pitch coming, here it is. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Iglesias on the slide. He goes to first. It's in time.
Boy, I'll tell you, the defense has been stellar all night long. They've got the shutout working, and there's another super play to rob them of a hit.
To the plate now, Tony Kemp. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And it's fouled away. Here's the 1-1 delivery.
You know, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He didn't get him to offer at that pitch right there, but that big 12-6 curveball is definitely part of the reason he's having such good success in this one.
Another try at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
He's certainly well aware the bullpen is armed and ready, but he doesn't want to give this one away. He wants that shutout. He cannot lose this guy right here.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Popped him up. Rendon in foul ground, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
At the plate now is Matt Chapman. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Now the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Unbelievable. A home run. I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw. So a solo shot here to left center field. And just like that, this ball game is all tied.
What a swing right there. Picking up the boys, bottom 9, down 1, and you come through in a huge way to tie the game and give yourself a chance to win this one.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to do it for Dylan Bundy. So he departs in a tie ball game here tonight. You can already hang a no decision on him for this one. Aaron Slegers takes the ball, needing to get the final out of the ninth to send this one to extra innings.
Aaron Slegers.
At the plate, Matt Olson.
First baseman.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 0-1.
Nope. That's in time.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-1 to the A's first baseman. Let's see what they throw Olson on a 3-1 count.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he goes against the shift there, as this is on the ground to the left side. And the throw's going to get him at first. And put an exclamation point on that one as the inning is over. They call it the hot corner for a reason. And this is a beauty to take us to break. Back with more on this Monday night after this. Runner at second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting outfielder Dexter Fowler.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season. And he's blown several saves up to this point.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. As a look, now the pitch. Ball 2. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get the head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
Reached for and popped into the air, back behind second. There's Kemp to handle it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, the first baseman.
Big spot here, and it'll be Jared Walsh. And a chance they walk him here to set up a double play that would keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss, so a perfect start to the 10th here. 2 up and 2 down.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at-bat. What happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, Anthony Bemboom. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. That's wide, 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Cold strike on the change, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Pinder will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. All tied at 1-1. Into the box, Ramon Laureano. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Here's the first pitch. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Skied into very shallow right. Fowler has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away. And time will be called here as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. Striding forward now is the DH, Mark Hanna. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Turned on down the line. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game, and that'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking.
Tiro, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball, right? You go extra innings, that lineup turns over, and was able to get him 1 extra AB.
Yeah, and he'd be lying right now if he said he wasn't thinking about it. The boys hooked him up right there. Pitching staff extended the game a little bit. 1 more plate appearance, and he extends the hit streak.
Here's the first pitch. Runners breaking for the plate. And a late squeeze attempt, but this will be foul. Ho, ho. The 0-1.
That's a ball.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
The 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. 1 away. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Pitch is fouled away. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Fouled off.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he will take strike 3 called. And as big an out as you can ask for there as the winning run stays at third with 2 away now. Stepping in now, Sean Murphy. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. A 2-out hit'd win it. Pass ball or wild pitch would do the trick just as well. Ready with the 1-0. The middle. That ball's down, and in comes the winning run. And it's celebration time as the A's are going to walk off with a win.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you could win this thing in walk-off fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Trevor Rosenthal gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Angels, 1 run on 10 hits, no errors. They left 15 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please